talk to. She
T.S.
is
Cassidy.
to watch Untucked.
Give it up for T.S. Cassidy.
Hey, hey y'all, what's up?
What's up, y'all? What's good? What's good? Happy Sunday and shit.
Yeah.
I see Will had his ass on time today, waiting in the queue.
He didn't want to get dragged again this week. He didn't want that to happen. And then shady us for posting the proof of his dragging on Instagram as well.
You know, sometimes you have to reprimand the people and you just have to, get it out there. And I'm glad that it worked. See, guys, discipline the children. It works. Okay.
Right.
Hey, Will.
We believe in beating kids around every
Yeah, don't beat the kids. Just swallow them.
Yes.
Listen, don't be afraid of the abuse. Embrace the abuse.
While we in here being silly, y'all showed up for us, man. 606 on the subscriber list. Hey, girl. Thank you. We appreciate it.
I was gonna pull my titty out like Janet, bitch. I was about to let you bitches have it.
We'll pull our titties out when we hit 1,000 subscribers. That's when we pull them out.
Too late, Chase. You've already done that.
I know, right?
Yeah, you got to think of something else.
They'll be surprised if I actually show up with clothes on. Like they're like, "Oh my God, he's actually."
Oh, so you're saying you want to host like a shirtless episode? That's what you're saying?
I'm good with that. I would do that.
Okay, all right, bet. So with that being said, let me see let's practice it.
Should I go get my pasties? Should I go? Jenna had pasties on. Jenna had on some pasties, so I got the.
We gotta hide our nipples.
Just
is that you?
We can just sit like this the whole show. Just do like this.
Oh, who finna sit like that? It really would. And I'm gonna do like this because my nipples are huge.
You're gonna be like this. Just the whole thing.
This is like, girl, just put your hands up there. Just hold
it. Nip. This is all nip right here.
All nip. And we ain't talking with.
Oh my gosh. Will.
Yes, have you ever been swallowed? Speaking of swallowed.
That is still funny. Like, you know how like stuff comes and goes.
Oh, like, I know where you was going with that.
That swallowed up is always funny. I love that. I love that for us.
Listen,
everybody else who's in here with us, drop down in the comments. Let us know you here, girl. Let us know if you a top or a bottom, a side. Let us know if you also were gagged at the way that RuPaul dragged Q in that elimination.
Listen, we have a lot to cover today because this episode was actually really good. It was actually a really good episode. No, are we? You know who?
Yes. Okay, wait. How do you say this name in the comments? A ton genre. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. They said Wachu's verse. Yes, bitch.
Legs to the moon.
Not that. Not that. Oh gosh. Hey Aaron, not a top or bottom. I'm whatever the mood calls for. Come on, Will. I was really just kidding about this, but I stand. Keep it coming. Yes, come on.
Because typically when you ask that, people be acting all dry as if they don't do nothing.
Right.
Acting all asexual and shit.
Said Aton. Okay, got it. Aton. Nice to meet you, Aton. I like that name.
That is cute.
It is.
I went to high school with somebody by the name of Ton. No one else that they called him. I don't know how they got his nickname, but Aton is actually cute. I like that.
I thought you was about to.
All right, so are y'all ready to start the show? So y'all always expect me to go left, and that time I was right here in center, right in my truth, and it was just a little tidbit right there for you. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay.
This is true. Who run the world bottoms? Yes, Aaron. I love that for you.
Yes, Aaron, you better take that dick.
Wrong way.
Oh, damn.
Wrong way.
That's for you, Aaron. We love you, baby. Take two. See, I already knew to have this fan on standby. I just knew it was gonna be some shit. Some just told me go get that gay shit out the closet. That you got.
Listen, anything if it's gay, it should not be in the closet, huh? Take it out. That's a word. That's Bible.
You better say that there.
Bible.
You better say that on this good Sunday. Ha! You thought Drag Race, you came for Sunday service. Hey. Hey. All right. With that being said, man, we're gonna go ahead and jump into this A and B selection. Welcome to your favorite RuPaul's Drag Race review show, Dragon.
You are stupid. Woo! Come on, A and B selection. Time for the announcements. Yes, let's do it.
Listen, look at that demon over there. He hot, y'all. Burning up in hell.
We will be selling fish plates after service in the back. Thank you. I need it. Child, this is crazy already.
You're welcome. Anytime, I got your back and your front. What's up?
That's right. I also got your back and your front. ShopTheCookout.com. Stop playing. There you go. All your merch for the Sweet Talker. ShopTheCookout.com.
Period. Absolutely. Listen, y'all. With that being said, let's dive in.
Yes, let's do it.
Let's get to it.
Mm-hmm.
Now we'll say he only want a fish plate if Keisha Cole is cooking. Will. I thought she was just selling them. She got to be cooking it too.
That's what sent me. Not her just selling it, but she also cooking it. Child.
Oh my God.
Oh, yes. Okay, y'all. Okay.
Carrying on today, and I'm here for 100%. All right, so here we are, episode 14, guys. We have been here for 14 episodes this season. My God, today, 14 weekends, you have tuned in. You have given us your time. You guys given us your views. You've given us your comments. You've given us your participation. We thank you. And just like Chase said just a second ago, shout out to y'all for getting us to over 600 now subscribers. On our way to 700, then 8, then 9, then a band. Bands on bands out here in this bitch. So thank y'all. So with that being said, we are down to our top 4 queens. Top 4 queens: Q, Nymphia, Sapphira Crystal, and Plane Janae. I wanted to start this off by saying that Q started this episode off once again with feeling like this is a challenge she should have won. Now, to give her a little bit of credit, Plain Jane did have on just the leotard and she won. Mm-hmm. However, Q, your character on this show, I'm sure you, as Chase would say, a lovely white woman.
A lovely white beast, actually, because they were dressed as where the wild things are, whatever the fuck the name of that thing is. Like it. So you weren't winning. You can't. You're not. Did she expect to come on the show and win every week? Like every week, I expect to win, and if I don't win, then your win is undeserved.
She did, and that's the thing. I honestly believe she did. She believed that she was the best thing in that bitch because she probably thought that I can sew and make everything that myself, and nobody else is gonna take it. Like everything is mine. I'm gonna be the first queen with 14 wins.
Oh, there's no way. Hey, like your charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent, none of them are big enough to get you to the crown. And I've been saying that since like the first or second episode. I'm like, okay, she's great at this, but what else? And she hasn't shown me anything. She hasn't allowed me to connect with her. And this is just speaking on me personally. And I want to say this. I do not think that she is a non-talented person. I don't want to see her not succeed. I think there is definitely a place for her. But when it comes to Drag Race this season, she has been a complete ass.
Yes.
And it doesn't make me feel endeared to her. So was it my pleasure to see her go this week? Absolutely. I wish it would have happened last week, to be honest with you. I would have much rather had seen Morphine this episode. Much rather.
And we probably would have had a top 4. Going into the finale, that is.
And that right there, and that's just honest, because come on, you think about it, like looking at Q's performance, even through just this episode, she is kind of like, why is she here? Like she's not dynamic enough to sit with these girls at a top. She's just not. These three girls are dynamic. No matter like how I feel about Jane or whatever, like the bitch has earned and deserves where she is.
Yeah.
Q, I don't know, sis. You know, beautiful gowns.
Like Aaron said, some would say saltine, talented but very entitled.
Yes.
100% agree, Aaron. 100%.
100%. Salty.
And Will said Q is definitely Lucy adjacent. 100%. Again,
yeah.
Same vibes, same people. Except for, I would say Q is definitely more talented when it comes to the costumes. Bitch was she always had something great. But it's just the character just didn't really sit well with the viewers and myself. So yeah, just want to point that out, call that out real quick. We're going to move on to this little mini challenge. The girls are singing. Kitty Girl, Underwater. They had roached all the way down to the bottom of the ocean for that challenge.
Now, especially, and you know, I'm a little bit of a germaphobe, like a little bit, and so especially in like my post-COVID mind, I'm like, I really hope everybody had their own tank of water to dunk their face in, because if I'm not going first, I'm not going at all. Imagine being the fourth girl up there, and Q done went, and Nymphia done went, and Sapphira done went, and let's just say I'm playing Jane, and now it's my turn to go stick my face in a bowl full of 3 other people's saliva and scream.
Girl, not the water didn't clear. Ooh.
Yes. What is wrong with you today? What are you doing? It's gross. It's gross. This challenge was stupid.
You swimming in stewed throat.
Ugh. Gross. It's all I could think about. I was distracted by that, but okay, whatever, man. Like,
yeah. I can't help but to think about Sapphira. That's not what I was about to say. I was gonna say something, but I'm not gonna say that. Anyway, moving on to what I do want to say. I thought it was hilarious that RuPaul at the end of it all was like, oh, so no one really knows my songs.
Ru,
because the girls did not know the words. They didn't know the words.
This was one of Ru's shadier episodes, I must say. She started being shady from that moment, and she did not stop until she sent Q's ass home, and I lived for it. I love when Ru's a little bit shady. I like it.
I mean, it would definitely add more to the show, because I think that Ru probably tries to focus more on being mother and to guide these girls, which is necessary, you know, with Ru being the drag queen, mother of all drag. And, you know, you have all your children coming up on, you know, right behind you. You want to make sure that they're guided correctly. But sometimes some of these girls need to get kicked up the ass a couple of times, you know.
RuPaul, at the end of the day, Ru is a drag queen, you know, and so what do queens do? She want to shade too. So I'm not mad at it. I love how she pointed out though that Mother Sapphira got a breast augmentation.
Okay.
That was very, because I was noticing it too. I was like, that's a different breastplate.
Yeah, they fit.
Like, how did she? Wait a minute. Wait, because now I'm thinking about it. Hold on. Where did that come from?
I don't know. Maybe she got made good friends with someone in production. It was like, look, bitch, find me some new titties for the finale. I need to run down to whatever store or either go on Amazon, bitch, and find me some new titties. Order these, because you know they don't have no phones or nothing.
They don't.
Maybe she got cool with a PA or something. It was like, look, bitch, if I win this money, I'm gonna slide you $1,000. I'm gonna send you a stack.
Right.
To get me some new titties.
I was about to say maybe Maya left her breastplate, but Maya's breastplate looked very
don't nobody else need to put them titties on. Maya done did all them titties done can do. They are used, they are on the clearance rack, and I hope she come back with a new set for the Valhalla Perusal.
Oh, wait, before we move on, I got some tea. I didn't know this, but they are not doing like the traditional like live finale that we've gotten used to. Mm-hmm. This season they went back to like how they used to do it in like seasons like 3 and like 4 or whatever. No, like 3, 2, and 1, where they filmed it already, like
just on the stage.
Yeah, on the main stage, I believe. I'm kind of into that actually. So I'm wondering what differences to the finale format are going to be like made this year. It's going to be interesting.
Sasha Velour done ruined everything. They said no more roses. You are not going to come here and do shit all season in the crowd.
Right.
But no, so moving on.
Yeah.
So we get to our Maxi challenge. So the girls have to write a book, Nymphia's favorite thing, and come up with a book to tell their story, and they have to do this podcast and pretty much present themselves, right? So I just want to say that as soon as Nymphia gave me the title of her book,
I felt it.
Breaking Wind, The Art of Letting Go was fucking brilliant. I was so proud of her for not including no goddamn bananas or anything yellow. Mama gave everything that needed to be given in that moment. And on top of that, her story was actually really dope. I was proud to, or happy to see rather, that it wasn't just this like one note thing, like, oh yeah, this is actually not an act. Because I mean, Nymphia is kind of hard to read because I think it's just, we don't know Asian culture like that, and I guess how they present themselves in a sense. But she was kind of hard to read in a sense as, when it came to being genuine when she was struggling. And it did kind of come off just funny because obviously she's just a naturally funny person. But I think she did amazing. I agree. She needed this. She needed to let us in because she was kind of like in Q land where like it was hard to connect with her because like you said, that she's just hard to read. You don't really know if it's like she's being sincere. So I appreciate the fact that she let go. When she first started her podcast interview, I was a little bit worried because I was like, this is a little bit more silly than I want it to be. But once she like calmed down and started just like really, I was like, wow, I never would have known that perspective had she not said that. Also, I just want to say, that bitch in that photo shoot, I was like, oh my fucking God. I could not believe, like, I felt like I was watching Top Model. Like, I'm a big Top Model head. Like, so I felt like I was watching Miss Tyra give, like, one of the girls, like, the good, like, this is how you're supposed to, and it was, Nymphia ate that shit up. She looked incredible. Her book cover was everything. Stupid. Those fucking shoes.
Stop.
Okay, so let's just say from top to bottom, she was together. The hair, the jacket, the yellow jacket she had on, the top was stupid. The pants was stupid. The shoes were insane. And like, shout out to Rue for giving her everything she deserved and leading her the right way she deserved to be. because it was everything. And when she took it off and she put her little arm back and gave us this little pose here.
For me, it was when they got the cover shot, is when she was leaned up on the box and said, Ru said, kick that leg back. And she kicked that leg. I was like, bitch, that's it. That's it. Yes. Everything, man. This was a really good episode for Nymphia. Even when she won, I loved them cutting to her confessional and her being just fully engulfed in emotion about it. Yeah. And I think this was a meaningful win for her, because I think her other two wins had to do with fashion, if I'm not mistaken. So having this one have something to do with
her fashion win and then her quarter of a win in the group.
Oh, girl, that she did not earn. No tea. She didn't earn it, So this, I think maybe that's probably why she was so emotional. She was like, I earned this one. This was, So yeah. Good job, Nymphia.
Absolutely. All right, let's talk about Mother Maybelle Q.
I just want to start here. The reason why she failed this episode is because this is a branding challenge. It's essentially a branding challenge. No tea, she does not have a brand. She doesn't have one. That's the first problem. The second
Alphabet Soup.
The second
Boyardee.
Alphabet Soup. When they was like the book could have been named, Q&A. Like it could, anything to go. You had so much, but you're so focused on whatever you're focused on. The fact that you're the best and you're just naturally going to win, that you completely missed the memo for the challenge. And then when she came out there, that fucking dress.
It was bad. It was bad.
Yes. How are you supposed to give you're doing a photo shoot. You can't give any shape to yourself coming out here dressed like a sorry piece. What are you doing? I hate this for her. I'm still she looked a mess.
Yeah, it was out of all the things she's shown us over the season, I couldn't have been more disappointed. Out of all the things that we've seen this season, this is maybe first 2 episode look. Girl, don't ever do that shit again. I was like, what the fuck? But whatever, girl. Whatever. Alphabet Soup, girl. Savor every bite.
What does that tell me about you? I don't know anything about you. What do you she's frustrating to me because we get so far in the season and every episode I'm trying to connect and I'm just not able to. So we get to the end and you still here on a challenge where you're meant to connect with us and you still cannot find a way to do that. It's just, I'm I would have much rather another queen been there. At least make it interesting. The whole episode, I was like, there's got to be a cut and she has to go home. The whole episode.
Yeah. It was time. It was really time for her to go.
And everybody saw it except for her. She's so I don't know, man.
Again, I would say just like Lucy, I love those girls in a different way that are so delusional, but it's the confidence, the self-confidence is out of this world. They see things for themselves. They see it how they see it. And there's no telling them that they aren't anything of what they see of themselves. And I love that for them. However, ... bitch, no. No, thank you. So yeah, but moving on from Q, we're not gonna stir her alphabet suit up any more than we have.
Why was she standing in a bowl of alphabets? You remember?
Why were they all Q's in the spoon? It was a few letters. It was a few letters, and then in the spoon, she was standing in the spoon, but it was all Q's.
Just absolutely stupid. Okay.
Yeah. Next up, let's talk about Mother Sapphira. Slewfoot and all of me.
A winner. She could have won this episode too. I feel like the only reason why they didn't give her this win, Nymphia did a great job, but also it's if Sapphira got this 5th win, it would just be a fucking runaway.
Yeah.
And they wanted to keep it interesting. So, she did fucking, flawless. Her look with the braid. I was living. She ate it up, man. And Rue loves her. Rue loves.
That's her good Judy.
Yes.
Yes. I will say when Sapphira, when she first walked in, I didn't love the fit immediately, but I loved it on her. Like, I don't see anybody else getting away with this.
Got you.
I guess from seeing what Nymphia wore to what she wore, it was kind of like it kind of went down a bit. So I just kind of like, oh, okay, it's Sapphira, so I'm not gonna trip. You know?
Right. You have a good point. That's actually, yeah, nobody was beating Nymphia's look or her book cover tonight. Nobody was doing that. So yeah, great point. Yeah.
But she worked the fuck out of that ponytail. She looked amazing. Her energy is just beautiful. This is a beautiful person all the way around. And I love that it translates through camera. Like, this lady, this man, whoever, however, is beautiful inside and out. Love Sapphira. And that is my clear winner. No matter what happens in 2 weeks, I'm rooting for Sapphira, Team Sapphira all day.
Same. I don't think I've connected with the queen and understood the queen this much in a very long time. Able to see myself in her. I love this queen, man. This, like you said, this is the winner. I don't want to hear, you might be nice, I don't hear nothing about nothing. She's the fucking winner. And, you know, although the goop and gaggery might be that they might pull a Violet Chachki and crown the bitch, Sapphira is right there. You cannot deny her. You can't deny her.
Absolutely. Lynn said, production clearly chose the worst Sapphira picture on purpose, just so she didn't sweep the season too early. I can agree to that, because the one that they showed right after her photo shoot was the best picture. Like, she ate that picture. It was amazing. That's the one that should have been on the cover of her book, but they didn't. And it's fine, because she still looked amazing regardless. Yeah. Not even mad at it. Not even mad at it.
That rural, says Aaron, and you are correct. Yes.
Motherfuckers ain't stopping her. Period. All right, so let's talk about Plain Jane. And plain she was.
This was such a missed opportunity. This is when Plain didn't know how to read the room. She didn't know how to read the room. This was not the time to play. Like, this was not.
I love when the girls like this that talk so much shit, but then you miss the biggest marks that you're supposed to hit. You focus on everybody else, and bitch, here you go. Here you go. I love when bitches fall like that. Like, you talk too much shit.
It was great to watch. It was great because she was so clueless. Like I said, I love Top Model. And one thing that I learned from Miss Tyra is that you don't take the bait. When you're in an interview like that, you don't take the bait. So as soon as he was like, yo, drag these other queens, and she went, I said out loud, I said, you don't take the bait. And then it cut to the guy being like, sometimes in the interview, you don't have to do the negative thing that the interview is trying to get you to do. Like, and I was just like, this is not the time or the place for that. Like, we understand that your brand is bitch. Like, we get it. There's a way, Bianca Del Rio's brand is, you know, mean bitch. But also at the same time, we love Bianca. Bianca loves us. She knows when to turn that on and turn it off. And Jane just had no clue. She was just sitting up there. She couldn't wait. And for me, what really turned me off and really made me be like, girl, what is this? Is when she brought up a mandatory meeting. I'm like,
and how many episodes has she been gone?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, she has been gone like why are you bringing that up? Like, it's just, it brings back the bully thing. Like, it's weird. It's really weird that you were like you just kind of picking on this person, and it's just strange.
And she knows that too, and I think it's a guilt thing. I think that she probably feels guilty, and that was probably her attempt at an apology for how it was shown and how she probably did Amanda early on in the season. But it's like, girl, it's done. Like, whatever. And because you were still, Amanda got the worst of it, but you were still a bitch to everybody else.
Yeah.
So it's like forget it. And like Lynn said, Jane has worked so hard to seem human, but then spent her whole interview doing nothing but dragging Amanda. Like, it was for what? Yeah.
It was uncomfortable. So, you know, she looked great, you know, in her interview or whatever. That book cover was basura. I don't know what she was thinking about with that ice bucket challenge wig she had on. Looking a mess.
Was it the ACL challenge?
ALS. It was.
Tolerate.
I got it. Wait, no, I'm sorry. I can't even do that because this is on the internet and somebody gonna get me in these comments. I gotta give credit where it's due for that joke. That Kylie Sonique Love said that she's tired of seeing these drag queens on Drag Race wearing these ice bucket challenge wigs. So that's that shit set me. And that's what the fuck Jay had on. She had on the ice bucket challenge wig out there just looking wet and broad shouldered. And I've been making points about that for a lot of her looks this season, saying her hair is too small. And this is what I'm talking about. Like ice bucket.
Her hair is too small.
It is.
Can I get a medium? Maybe a large. But yeah, I don't know what this thing is with her eyes that she does. Like when she's trying to do this, like what is that? Like
she's holding in a fart. So sick of that expression on her face. Just that, like, stop. Like, just relax your face. Like, we don't need all of that. And we'll get to, especially on the runway, we'll get to that. But just like, stop. Just with that expression. I get it. You're a whore and you're delusional and you are holding in a really, really spicy fart. I get it, sister. Enough.
Right. Damn, Aton, 5:30 a.m. in the morning here in Australia. So you got to get for the day. Oh, thank you so much. Listen, I appreciate you. And listen, getting up early to listen to this mess in the morning, that's a strong soul right there, baby.
Hey, and a strong hold. Yes, Aton.
No,
we love you. Thank you for that. For real. Aww.
Appreciate that. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna dive into these looks, these last 4 looks, our last runway of the season. Are y'all ready to shut up and drive?
What?
Well, you slide in my DMs, this is how I am, okay? Annoying, okay? But
wait, before we move on to the runway, I just want to remind y'all, everybody here, go ahead and do us a favor, like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Do it right now. Share this link with like 10 people. Hit the like button. Thank you. Let's go.
Appreciate that. Appreciate all your hard work. I'm still kind of gagged at 8 times in Australia. I'm low-key gagging silently.
Like, I can't even, like...
Our faces are in Australia. Girl, let's book a ticket, girl. Let's go down there to Australia and see what it's giving.
Take that 24-hour flight and do that. Let's do it.
Speaking of Australia, I need to watch Down Under. That's one season I haven't gotten into.
I've never watched Down Under ever.
Yeah, me neither. But I hear a lot of people talk about it and say it's really good. I haven't gotten into any of the international franchises, but I'll something to watch in between seasons. We'll see what's up.
Did you see they did a trailer for I don't even know where it's airing or whatever, but it's like Drag Race Live Untucked. So it's the RuPaul, it's the show in Vegas, and they have a show about those queens, like Latrice Royale, Coco Montrese, Derek Barrett, like all those queens in that show, and it's like a kind of like Untucked for them kind of thing. Like Latrice Royale snatched somebody's wig off. It's
like they were like beefing for real, or was they just acting?
No, it wasn't. It didn't look like they were acting. Latrice looked like she was over whoever. Who was it? Was it Derek? I think she snatched off Derek's wig. I think so.
Oh, that's great. I want to see that because I don't see it for Derek, and I never have.
So yeah, shouts out to them for that. If that's like whenever that's coming out, I definitely want to see it. So yeah.
Okay, you have to keep me posted on that if you find it before I do.
I will.
Got you. All right, so let's dive into these runways. First up, we got RuPaul. I just want to say real quick, and we're gonna move on. This is probably one of the best looks she's had all season.
All right.
And I'll leave it at that.
Sure. It would, yup. We love you, Miss Paul.
Now she gonna come back and shock you girls when Q behind the stage.
That's where she needs to be. I would rather see Q behind the scenes creating for Miss Paul as opposed to coming in here in Maya Iman LePage's entrance look. Hey, look. I'm just saying, that's what it's giving. It's giving that.
All I'm saying is you got to know when to leave. You got to know when to exit. You got to know when to exit.
No, it's kind of like, you know how Miss Vice Sage was like, I don't want to see no more Marie Antoinette on the runway, and we all agree with her. I feel like in season 14, and you're about to live for me right now, okay? You're about to live for me.
All right.
In season 14, when Lady Camden came down that runway and that ballerina kind of like look, there was nobody else. There should be no other queen to ever come out and do any sort of look in that vein ever again. That bitch ate that. And this, for all the amazing things that Q has done this entire season when it comes to fashion, this was a fail for me. It was fine. It's not bad. It's not.
Oh, we're talking about Q now.
Oh yeah, we talking about Q. Yeah, so I don't want to see her. I don't want to see no more ballerina looks because it's been done to its max in my head. And this is just, if we're thinking about a fan look, I would not have expected Q to come out in something like this because she's normally so extravagant and so like conceptual.
So I will say that her runway look was to the runway challenge. I'm not sure why they called it Fandango. I was a bit confused on that, just considering what Fandango is. And I get it's got the word fan in it, but I instantly went on Fandango app and I started looking, oh dang, what movies are out right now? That was like my first thought.
Right.
So anyway, so yes, Q's look on the runway, it was very construction paper-ish. It seemed, you know how we used to be back in school and we used to fold the construction paper and we used to make our own fans.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. The young queen in me used to do that. Yes.
Yeah, all the little gay boys used to do that. You would be in class like
with the marker caps on your ends of your fingers, you know.
Right, exactly. That's exactly what it was given. But I will say that the front to top portion of her hair was sickening. I don't know what the sides were doing. I feel like she wore this wig before, some sort.
I'm glad you mentioned that because I hated that as well. I don't know if she wore this wig before, but
I feel like I've seen it before this season. I can't recall in the moment, but I feel like I've seen these little tassels or whatever she has on the side before.
I don't want to see it again. I don't think she should wear those tassels. That was a poor decision on her part. This, especially if this is your last look that you're presenting, you're the top four. This is not. This is like middle of the season, kind of like I'm gonna be safe that episode. Let me put this on real quick, girl, for the runway.
She kind of lost her momentum, and it was time. It was time.
It was.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna move on. Next up we have Mother Sapphira Crystal. Let me just say, when this heifer walked out here with this hair, first of all, the hair is a fan. Let's get into that. The hair artistry alone there. Before we even get down to what's below her neck, let's get into this mug, this neck. Baby, for you to wear a neck piece like that, you gotta have mug.
You have to.
Have to have mug.
And neck as well, because remember when Miss LePage tried to wear something like that earlier this season? It was giving head and shoulders, remember?
Knees and toes.
And you just saw a bunch of like bust up jewels right here in the middle, like it had no.
That's because she needed to relax.
Got it.
That's all.
Got it. Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Sapphira looks fab, per usual. For me, the hair is the winner here. Like you said, from the neck up is the winner. The garment is a little, it's fine. Like,
Yeah.
This isn't, again, she kind of set a bar, I guess, for herself that is kind of insurmountable.
Yeah.
This is good. It's good, but it wasn't my favorite thing on the runway. It's not my favorite thing that she's worn this season. But the hair was everything.
Absolutely. I will say that the reveal of the fan, matching the fan she was carrying, was amazing too. Definitely don't want to take away from that moment, but it was dope. She looked amazing. Like, it wasn't anything that was just like, wow. But Sapphira is just Sapphira, and it's the way she presents her garments. Like, you can't not love it. Like, It's like I think her worst look was probably her goth look. And even with that, I was just like, she still sold it in a Sapphira kind of way that didn't make me hate it, but it just wasn't her best. But yeah, it is what it is. So next up, we got the Asian version of Marie Antoinette. It's Nymphia Len.
Len, I want you to know.
I'm so glad he is here today.
Dude, I was hoping he would show up because let me tell you something, Len. Me, MK, and Daddy Ocean, who is running our show right now. Y'all show him some love in the comments. All three of us had the same reaction when we separately heard Nymphia Wen say, "This is the Asian version of Marie Antoinette." We all said, Len Redhard said. Every time.
It was so on time. Like, I was like, she gets it. She finally admits it. Because, girl, I don't care if to ever see another Marie Antoinette reference. We've been seeing it since season 3, since Raja came out and ate it. And as we were discussing earlier in the pre-meeting before we got on, nobody's really touched it since then.
Except her. Raja came back in All-Star 7 and said, I'm going to do this one more time so y'all can see how it's supposed to be redone. And I don't want to see it anymore. This Nymphia, again, she doesn't look bad here. I just, like you said, it's just been done, man. Like, we've done this. The nails were cute. That was creative. I don't understand why she had to show us her tuck. I didn't need you to flash me a tuck.
I think it was an ode to the old style of drag and dressing back in the day, because you imagine having on all those layers of garment back in the day and they was in the middle of the summer. Those pussies were definitely on fire. Trust me. So maybe she's in her own way, because she's definitely been a reference queen this season for sure. So maybe it was just an ode to those girls who didn't have a choice when they were burning down there, and they had to just continue on about life as if nothing was wrong.
I think she just wanted to show us her tuck, but all right.
She wanted to show us her.
It's sure, Nymphia. You won. I feel like she won despite this runway. It's fine. Like,
Agreed. Next up, we got Plain Jane.
Bitch, I'm sorry.
Ain't no sorry. You ain't got nothing to apologize for, because it was everything.
Bitch.
It was everything. When she turned that corner, I was just like, oh, this you coming. Okay.
I said, you know what? I'm gonna close my mouth. I'm gonna be quiet, because no, there is. When I tell you there isn't a flaw to be seen, like even during the lip sync when she came out of the shit, I was like, the bitch still look good. Like this.
She knew, and she was prepared, and she was ready, because if she had to lip sync for her motherfucking life, she was ready to do so.
I love a queen that's ready. So I can't even be mad. This was Lynn said Jane was fabulous, but girl, leave the sofa cushions alone. He talked about her hips. He thinks she was too hippie.
I love the sofa cushions. It was very reminiscent of Mugler, when he did that whole little era of Sasha Fierce with Beyonce with the exaggerated hips, and she was wearing like the stone leotard and bustiers and all that shit. I love that. Like, it was dope to me.
I agree. I don't have. I want to wear this. Like, she, and the way she's just like she's walking. Other than the fart face, which messed it up some of the presentation for me on the runway. The way that she's moving in this, and just I can't get it. This is one of my favorite looks in the whole season. I got to be honest. Like,
she ate. Like, I was gagged. Like, top tier gaggery for me, because it was just like, ma'am, where has this person been? The titties were right, and like Aaron just said, the body is always right. Jane gets the body, and it's just like,
he has the best breastplate game and ass that I've seen. Like, I forgot until you just mentioned the fact that she had on a breastplate that she's wearing a breastplate, because it looks like like it's all just, even when she turns again, when you get under, like, you can't, bitch work. This is when you can talk your shit. This is when you can talk your shit.
Yeah.
Period.
Agreed. Yes, Plane ate that. So then we get down to our deliberations. The judges and I are going to deliberate. And Nymphia is the winner, of course. Sapphira comes in second place, going on to the finale. And we have our bottom two girls. So we have Q and Plain Jane in the bottom, which, you know, that was obvious, considering the job's done. And the girls have to lip sync for their lives. So,
what did you think of the performances, the song choice, all the things? What do you think?
Well, my first thought would be, I would have loved a different song. But I also didn't expect much with it being Q and Plain Jane. I kind of was just like, okay, obviously Q's the worst. I won't say.
Sorry. You said it so matter of fact. And it was just such a blanket statement. It's like, it wasn't about her lip sync ability. It was like, obviously Q's the worst. So
I was just thinking, like, as far as performing, like, we've seen her like lip sync before, so it's just like, there's nothing I'm gonna root for here when it comes to Q. Okay, so you're going home. Plain is obviously third, and that's just what it is. Like, Q is
Look what Len said. Look what he said.
The girl's walking around. That's all day.
It is.
Dude. I didn't expect for her to do anything, even in this ballerina costume. I didn't expect her to give us not nan pirouette, not nan 1, 2, 3, 4, or nothing. She did exactly what did and threw a tantrum.
That's a great way. She did look like she was throwing a tantrum on stage, just up there, just arms, limbs, just going about, just all right, with your
that's the heaven.
Right. It was just it's like Jane was in the front performing, and Q was just back there doing her best doo-wop pop, to just kind of back there with the hands and just being weird. I'm like, girl, go sew for Rue. Go make Rue's dresses for her.
Yeah, I mean, I just couldn't take my eye off of Plain. First of all, what she had on, and then when she came out of it, she just looked amazing, and the titties were tittying, and it was funny. Like, it's her go-to thing, which is cool, whatever. But against Q, against Q, that worked. It had it been anybody else, that wouldn't have worked for Plain. So,
yeah. Also, though, to be fair, to Plain, I was entertained. Like, it wasn't
great.
Yeah, it wasn't like it was like, oh, she's just up there. No, I was like, nah, she actually, it seems like she was like, bitch, I ain't going nowhere. Like, she knew that she was going to stay, and she had something, like, she prepared for the number. It wasn't just like frantically walking around the stage reciting lyrics. So I appreciate the performance of it all. Even like how she was like, when she was coming out of the stuff, it wasn't sloppy. Like she was doing it on beat. And I was like, okay, all right, I give it to you.
And the body looks stupid.
I couldn't take
the body.
How are you up there performing in your undergarments and you look fab like this? Like you still look fab. Any other time you've seen girls in their undergarments performing on the stage, it's looked like they were in their undergarments on stage. You know what I mean? So, shouts out to her. She even in her failure this week, she did well.
Lynn always acting up in the chats. What's wrong with it?
Bitch, please. Trixie Mattel could beat Q in a lip sync. Bitch, please.
No, for real.
It's true though. It's
so
true.
We get to the end of the lip sync, y'all, and who's going home is the question.
Yes. Who's going home? Should we play footage of who went home? I think we should do that.
Good.
Let's play footage of unedited footage of who went home.
Q.
Child, listen. So
they cut you in this area for me. I can't take it.
Exactly. That's that pause there. That's what it was like when you said, "Q, thank you, thank you."
Thank you for sharing your beauty, brilliance, and bravery
Q
with the world.
Is
now
so cracked.
Sashay away.
She's expecting.
Q.
I'm gonna stay. This Paul is gonna keep me. It is a top 4. This is obvious. And she says, Q. Bye, girl. It's like Rue.
That was it.
Rue, it felt like they've been playing with Q this entire season with her emotions. And Rue was like, right before you go out the door, I'm gonna get you one more time, girl. I'm gonna get you one more time. When you think that you're doing something, I'm gonna gag the fuck out of you. I loved it. I fucking loved it.
Absolutely here for it. But yeah, so now that Q's out of here, y'all, we got our top 3. We have to go back and see. Did we predict our top? How did we knew Sapphira was going to be there? We said Nymphia. I don't think you had Plain Jane in yours, didn't you?
I think this is my top 3. It wasn't my top 4 because Q wasn't in my top 4, but this is my top 3 I had. Yeah.
Yeah. So good job.
Yes. Shouts out to us.
I think I had Maya Amon LePage in my top 3.
Fuck off. Fuck off. Lynn says somebody called the Cuber. I hate
it. I told you, Lynn is unhinged. Unhinged Lynn is what we gonna call him.
Man.
So next week we got the Lollapalooza coming up. The girls are coming back. I'm just going to say it now. I'm putting my money on either Maya or Mirage.
I'm gonna be a little bit out of the box here, and I'm gonna half agree with you. I'm gonna put my money on Mirage or Morphine. That's where my money's gonna go. That's where I'm gonna go. One of those.
Okay.
Yeah. I think maybe if somebody was gonna shock us with winning it, I don't know what maybe Herschel might give us.
I don't think Herschel will give us anything.
I'm rooting for my sister.
I love Herschel. We love Herschel and we love her sister. Mm-hmm. But I feel like Herschel is going to let us down again. And I just don't want to get my hopes up high for Herschel to go out there and Herschel.
I hope that you are wrong, and I hope that she does. I want to see her do well.
I would love to be wrong. Please prove me wrong. Like that would make me so overjoyed for you. Please prove me wrong. However, I have to stand by what I feel, and I want Hershey to just lay it all out there. But from that one little clip that they showed of her,
when she had on the leather coat with that stiff synthetic wig across I was a little worried too.
Yeah, so I don't know. So
I will say this. What I do like about the visuals that we got of next week is that I've been saying since we started doing this that they need to make the Lollapalooza like its own separate show. I feel like there's a lot of like money in that, a lot of like greatness. And so it seems like they put a little more effort into it. Like they have a crowd, a bigger stage. Like, so I'm looking forward to seeing what the girls give. I think it's going to be entertaining. And I feel like I'm hoping to be surprised. I'm hoping to be gagged and surprised by somebody who maybe we didn't see it for, and they just like tear us apart. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe it.
I would love it if Megami just came and slayed the fucking stage.
Gee, I would love that too. Go ahead and just snatch my whole wig off, and I'd be like, bitch, did she just, like, that's what I want to see.
I want somebody to look like come and laugh in my face, like, bitch, like, disrespect me, like, call me out on my shit. Like, that's what I want.
Right. But you know who I'm not expecting that from?
Who? Plasma?
Geneva Carr. Not expecting it.
Geneva finna come with the shits. Please believe she's finna show up. She gonna say, bloop.
Halfway down. Oh God.
Yes. So listen, tell us what y'all think. Tell us who y'all are expecting to come and snatch the 50K. What y'all thoughts? We are excited to, discuss that with y'all next week. If you haven't already, go ahead and like, share, subscribe this video. And with that being said, this is the end of our show, y'all. We're going to let y'all go do what y'all need to do on this good Sunday evening, morning, or night, wherever you are in the world when you're watching it at this time.
Because in Australia, it's 5:30 in the morning.
But no, thank y'all so much for tuning in every week. We love y'all. We truly appreciate all of your support over this season. And with that being said, we're gonna be out this thing. Peace, y'all.
Give me the honey, yeah. Give me the honey, and let me love it.